Hello, this is Finance 5103 through the Graduate School of Business at Oklahoma Christian University. My name is Jordan Zimbelman. I'll be your instructor this semester. I'm going to skip my bio at the moment. You'll have a chance to see that later. This is a general finance course. We'll cover a little bit of all the different finance topics, everything from markets and institutions, where we look at how money gets channeled through the economy in the most efficient manner. We'll look at investments, so we'll look at pricing securities, computing how much return we're going to get on an investment, lots of what we call time value money stuff. We'll look at corporate finance, which are those are decisions about money that firms have to make. So what projects are we going to take? How are we going to raise money? How safe are we going to be? How much reserve capital, short-term liquid capital are we going to keep? How are we going to pay out our profits? Things like that. And we'll touch a little bit even on risk management, about just in general, how to manage our risks when we invest. This lecture is short. It's just to kind of introduce you to the course. We're going to go over the syllabus basically, which you should see on your screen here. Most of the stuff you can read through on your own. There's a required textbook, which you probably know what it is by now. If not, it's listed on Blackboard. There's also a requirement. You'll need what's called a financial calculator. I have mine here. You probably can't see it because my video is really small, but financial calculator has some special functions on it that we'll use a lot to calculate compound interest, calculate how much an investment will be worth in the future, how much a future payoff is worth today, things like that. They make these special calculators. Texas Instruments, the most popular around here. There's also one by Hewlett-Packard. Most any graphing calculator, so any kind of fancy calculator will have these functions in there somewhere. You have to search through them in the menus. If you don't have any of those options, there's also, you can get them just on your computer. If you have Microsoft Excel, we'll do anything we need to do. And there's also smartphone apps that have been written to do all that. So you'll need some way to get to that financial calculator math, whether it be a handheld calculator or just your computer or a smartphone app. All right, let's scroll down a little bit on the syllabus here and look at how you'll be graded. This is a graduate level course, so it's heavily weighted towards exams. So 60% of your grade is through the midterm exam and the final exam, 30-30, so it's equal. Another 30% of your grade is weekly assignments on Blackboard. So you'll go on Blackboard each week. There'll be some set of assignments, quizzes, and things you'll have to complete. And then another 10%, which is really should be free points for everybody, is really just participation, which is an online discussion board that's set up through Blackboard, which is just intended to get some interaction between me and the class. So obviously this is an online class, so it's hard to interact between you and me. So the discussion board, hopefully, if it goes right, will give us a way that we can communicate on a continual basis. Any questions you have, I can answer, things like that. Standard grading scale, 90 to 100 is an A, and so forth. The rest of this is kind of stuff you can read on your own. There's a course schedule on here, but you'll know the course schedule as long as you spend time on Blackboard, because it'll always be posted up there what you need to do in a given week. In fact, let's go to Blackboard. So this is the typical Blackboard page. Obviously you've seen this before, you wouldn't be watching this lecture, but the main thing you'll be clicking on is content. Click on content and there'll be each week there'll be a folder to click on. I'll make sure to have it up on Sunday prior to the next week. Obviously I apologize, we're a little late for this first week. It's the first time I've taught this class, and we just came off Christmas break and we got a little behind there, but click week 1. There's several things in here, and you'll just kind of need to take your time and read through them all. But it starts with an overview that'll just tell you exactly what we're covering this week, chapter-wise, and then exactly what assignments you need to complete this week so you don't miss any points. The next thing I'll always list is the discussion board. So there's those discussion board points that you want to get each week just by participating. You can't get wrong on these. I mean, there'll be questions basically all post that you need to answer, that there's no right or wrong answer. It's just make sure you participate and try. And then also you can go on there and post any questions you have for me or the rest of the class. Just make sure you know that anything you post on there everybody can see in the class, so don't post anything personal. If you have a personal question you just want me and you to talk about, like grades or something, you need to send me an email. So after the discussion board, you'll see all these video lectures, which is what you're watching right now. You'll see quizzes. Here's quiz 1. This is on the Financial Markets Institutions lecture, which is lecture 3. That's a real simple quiz. You shouldn't have any problem with that at all. It's just covering a couple definitions. Down here, quiz number 2 for this first week will be significantly more work. It shouldn't be that hard, but it should be more work. And that's one where you need to go in and you're going to be given some financial statements, balance sheet and income statement. You just need to calculate some ratios. Just really need to just look the ratios up in your textbook, figure out what the two things needed to, they're all one thing divided by another thing. And so you figure out, go look up the top one, the numerator, go look up the denominator, divide the two. And it even gives you one example solution, so you can check and make sure you're doing it right. Hopefully that'll go all right. Outside of that, just the video lectures, I'll try to keep as short and simple as I can. I know from experience watching video lectures can get kind of boring, hard to keep up with, because it's not like when you're in the same room where you can have an active discussion and talk. So it's easy to kind of zone out and forget what's going on. So I'll try to keep them short. I'll try to keep them to the point. So spend 10-15 minutes watching the video lecture. I also give you an outline of the lecture, which you might print out before you watch the lecture, and it'll kind of help you know where the lecture's going as I'm talking, so you don't, maybe that'll help you not get lost. And most of them, all of them will be this format. I'm using this software, it's called Screenomatic.com or something like that, where it puts my face in the corner so you can see me and hear me as I go through PowerPoint, Excel, Word, whatever. Again, this is my first time teaching this class, so we'll kind of figure out what works best. If something doesn't work well, for example, if I put up a lecture and it's not the best, if you have an idea of how I could do it better, just let me know. Put it in the discussion or send me an email, and I'd be glad to do it better. I'm very flexible. So I've taught a lot in the past. I've taught for the last, at the collegiate level, I've taught for the last 8 years. So, but this is my first online course with a foreign group, which I'm very excited to do this for the first time. But I want to make sure I give you the best possible chance to succeed in this course. So let's keep an active discussion going. This first week I kind of kept things light. So again, this first quiz, not too difficult. It's just a simple matching exercise where you pick the definition and the term. And then the second quiz will take you a little bit more time. So make sure you leave yourself an hour or so to finish that one, where you'll have to get your calculator out and plug some numbers in and find the answers. So I look forward to this semester. I hope within the first couple weeks we get a chance to do a Skype interaction or something where we can actually talk back and forth with each other. But let's have a good semester. Send me any questions on the discussion board or by email, and thank you.